Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so by now you should know that if you see anything up on my screen, that is what we'll be talking about. So if you received any of these things in your box, then you need to have them out. So this would be a hundreds chart. This is a place value chart. You did not get one of these, but we are going to be using it today online. And then if you need to create one, you're welcome to do that. You can always pause it and ask mom to help you write this out. And then this is the numbers that we used yesterday or the last lesson: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th. And this is, if you were standing in line, these are the numbers you would use, or if you ran a race and they're trying to decide who came in first, these are the places you would use. So these are what we will use today. I'm going to pull them off the screen until we need them. Okay, so just like we said last time, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our name at the top. My name is Miss Sarah. You put your name at the top, and then we'll jump right to it. Just some reminders, you're going to be using a pencil. If you want to color, you can do that after. And if I'm ever going too fast for you, you just push pause and come back when you're ready. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. This is connect the dots. You probably have done this before. Some of you got these in a box and should be able to do this. We're just going to use our number line, our hundreds chart, and connect the dots. So it says go from 1 to 2, right? And 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, and you're just going to keep going, 4 to 5, and I'm not going to do it for you because I want you to see it when it's done, but you're going to go all the way, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is down here, 16, 17, 18, and you're going to keep connecting them all the way up to 40 and see what you get, okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here. It says circle the smaller number. So last lesson we circled the bigger number. This time we're going to circle the smaller number. Now, we didn't go into a lot of detail about this last time. Some of these flowers are easier than others, right? So if we look at this one, what's bigger, 5 or 6? Well, I'd rather have 6 cookies, not 5. 5 is smaller. So remember, this time it said circle smaller. Right here it says circle smaller. So it's the smaller number. We're going to circle the 5. Now, sometimes the numbers are bigger and they might be a little hard to work with. Okay, these ones are probably still pretty easy for you, but we're still going to talk about it just so that when it comes to the bigger numbers later, you know what we're talking about. Okay, so we're going to look at this flower right here, 82 and 83. Now, if I was to break that number up, okay, I'm going to say 82, right, has 8 tens and it has 2 ones, okay? 8 tens and 2 ones. Whenever we're trying to decide what number's bigger, we want to look at the digit, which means the number, all the way the farthest over, okay? So if we had 1,000, we want to look at the thousands first. If we had 100, we want to look at the hundreds first. If we have a 10, we're going to look at the tens first, and then we're going to compare the ones. Okay, so if I have the number 82 and I have the number 83, okay, I can look and say, okay, my tens are the same. Now I look at the ones. Which one has more ones? Well, 83 has more. That means 82 is smaller, okay? Now, on this page, yes, this is pretty easy. You guys can kind of look and decide. Sometimes it's not as easy. Sometimes the numbers are something more like 62 or 63. So first we're going to look at our tens and decide what's bigger, a 6 or an 8. Well, the 8 is bigger. That means 83 is bigger. Okay, we're going to get into more into this over the next couple lessons, the next couple weeks, but I just want you to really remember, look at the furthest number over to the left first. It can be really easy to look at these ones first just because they kind of pop up first, but you want to look all the way over at the tens digits first. Okay, these ones are all the same in the tens digits, so you can kind of almost skip that step, but still look. Okay, and I know some of these pages seem really easy to you. I get that, but I want you to try to just stay with us, and then we'll move on as quickly as we can to the other ones, okay? All right, so like I said, you should, if you are listening to me right now about flowers, that means you had already paused it, you've already done your dot to dots. You're going to go ahead and pause again and do your flowers, and then come back when you're ready to move on to page 4. Okay, so if you are back with us right now, then that means that, you have finished your dot to dots, and you also finished your flowers, and now you're back with us and you are moving on to page 4. You're going to put your name at the top. Yes, I know you wrote your name on the other page. We're still going to do it again. Write your name at the top. And right up here it says write the missing numbers. You did this on the last lesson, but this time instead of starting at 0, we're starting at 50. Okay, and I know I wrote my numbers last time, but this time I'm typing them. Okay, so we're going to go 51 in this square. And I'm going to scoot my square over just a little bit for us. All right, and on this square, we're going to go to 52, 53, 54. All right, so you get the idea. Same thing, so just the only difference this time is we're starting at 50 right here. We're starting at 50, okay? And we're gonna move on and go down to 51 and keep going all the way to 99, okay? So this time we're using this box right here. And we're using this box right here, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so you should be pausing the video and you should be filling in your chart. And I will see you when you come back. All right, so if you are back with us, then that means you have filled in your chart up here and you are moving down to this section. This is the same section we did in the last lesson. You're going to get to where you're pros at this. Write the numbers that come before and after. So, what number's before 7? Just the number right before. 6. What number's right after 7? 8, right? 6, 7, 8. Okay, so same thing here. You're going to pause the video and you're going to complete this. Before you pause it though, I just want to talk about one thing, because this is the tricky one. Sometimes numbers like 80 can be tricky because if we look over here at our hundreds chart, there's no number right here, right? There's no number after 80. So you got to jump down to the next line. I call that going around the corner. All right, so sometimes you got to go around the corner and jump down to the next line, or even go backwards. You know, like if I'm looking at this one right before, it's the number 21. Well, if I'm going to take my little chart here and look at the number 21, wait, there's no number before 21. Okay, so I have to go backwards all the way up here to number 20. So I call that going around the corner. Some people call it jumping the block, jumping a row, but just think about it in a number line. You know, you just got to go up or down a little bit. So, all right, go ahead and pause your video and do number 4. All right, so if you're back with us, that means that you have finished number 3 all the way. The whole chart's filled in. You finished number 4. You wrote the numbers that come before, the numbers that come after. And now we're going down here to this, it says match the ordinal numbers. All that means is order. Match the order, okay? So here's the numbers I wrote out for you yesterday. I'm going to leave them up this time. Now, do you see how this number right here is the first number? Right, so that's number 1. And here I wrote them. I actually going to label them for you. Going forward, I'm not going to keep doing this, but since we're just on the second lesson, I labeled them for you, okay? And what it's telling you to do is match the ordinal numbers. Match just means draw a line. So here's the word first. I can look at my chart and see first is the number 1. So I'm going to go first. All right. Then I see second, and I see second means number 2. Number 2. Okay. So you guys can do this. Go ahead and pause the video and do number 5. All right, so I just clicked those real quick together in case anybody really was struggling with what that looks like. I just kind of put them all together for you real quick. All right, so now we're going to go put down here. It says count each set, write the number. So we did this just like the last lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to write it in the box. A 1 and a 4. All right. Now, you guys have done all these. So these last two problems, just finish them up real quick, and then we're done with math for the day. And make sure you guys are doing your math games if they're posted in the classroom, or playing a math game each day as well, or working on your addition facts. So there's kind of 2 math goals every day. One of them is to do your 2 workbook pages. And the other one is to do something else that has to do with math. And for each of you, that looks a little bit different, but just make sure you're getting those done as well. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.